Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're doing well this Friday afternoon. It's Parenting Friday, and I'm going to start off today. We're covering clear instructions today. But what I want you to first cover is feedback that I got today from last week's first and then method. I got a text message today just to let me know some feedback that a parent, a father, used the first and then with his son. And this son is between the ages of 15 going on 16. And it was reported that it worked. They said to their child, first you apologise, then we can discuss all your birthday plans. So that was really, really good to hear. So I'm waiting for a few of you to jump on, but I'm actually going to finish on time today because I have some celebrations to do with my little girl. She got really good news today that she has passed her first year at Middlesex University. She was really jumping up for joy because, you know, sometimes we don't hit the mark straight away and then we have to go and redo it. And that was the case. But when I was proofreading her work, I was just like, I'm outstanding. Like, there was lots and lots of content. So well done. So as soon as I finish here, it will be just a quick hello celebration outside. Yes, like the Prime Minister has advised. So let me go along and see who is here because I can see things are happening. Evening all. I don't actually know who's there because I can't see it for some reason this week. But it's okay. It's okay. If you've got a message, pop it up. So like I've been asking you all, if you've got any questions, if you have any comments, please direct message me and I will respond. So I did respond to the parent today and I was really, really happy that they had some success because with this particular parent, I know it has been very, 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 very challenging when we're coming up to that age of where we want our children to be independent, but they're very much dependent on us. So let's see who is here today. Good evening, Sharon Fevrier. Everyone, I want you to know that Sharon Fevrier, she is the author of Blossom Tree. You can go to Amazon and check out the book. I got through the book within a week, I think. Yeah, just 1 week, page after page. So I just want to give some props up to Sharon Fevrier because she is an avid supporter. So Blossom Tree, Sharon Fevrier is the author. Evening, my lovely. I hope you're doing really, really well today and you've had a blessed week. And we also have Elaine. Evening, sweetie. How are you? I just spoke on the testimonials, so thank you for that. So today, like I said, I am covering clear instructions. So if you were lucky or fortunate enough to see the blog post that I done earlier on, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. Sharon, you are more than welcome. You're a fantastic author and the book is good. And people who are bored, needing something to do, find the book, read it. You'll get lots and lots out of it. It's very, very thought-provoking as well. So yes, so clear instructions. And the reason why I'm actually struggling with when I'm saying this word clear, because in NLP, we use the term clean language. We use that so that we can know exactly what it is that you want, what behaviours you would like to see, what would you like to hear from people. So in the blog to this week, I spoke about my mother, and I love my mum. So I just want to make that clear. But as all parents, possibly, because I know I definitely inherited it at first, not being very, very clear about what you are asking of your child. So I gave a good example in terms of my mum. Like she's a godsend. Like my mum is my biggest supporter, and sometimes my mum would say things like, "Ruth, I'm just going up the road." Because you've got to remember I'm a child, and I consider children up until, like, you turn 18, isn't it? So even if you're a young teenager, you are just a young person growing into an adult. But around them ages, the teen years, my mum would say things like, "Ruth, I'm just going up the road." Hours later, I'm talking hours later, my mum would come back, she would have bags and stuff like that. And I'd be like, "Mum, where did you go?" "Oh, I just went up to London." But she didn't say that at first, yeah? When you say you're going up the road, where I live, there's a road just up the road called Leicester Road. That's up the road. Or if you said you're going Atherstone Road, that's up the road. Even if you said you're going Overstone Road, that's up the road, because it is within walking distance. And I know sometimes we've got our cars and we can jet up, go as far and wide as we want, but in a child's mind, very logical, in the parameters. Up the road is just up the road. London is London. So with clear instructions, it's about being clear about what you're saying and what it is that you want. Another situation that I didn't write in the blog, but I will share with you. There was this dad. I was just at the brunch, and I don't know if it was the child's father. I just saw a man and a little girl, and the little girl could have possibly been around less than 3, between 2 and 3. And fair enough, the little girl was playing up in terms of she might not have been walking at the rate and speed that the father had wanted. He got upset, he got frustrated. He called the little girl, and I remember she looked around 2 to 3. I overheard him call her a little shit. Now, I said, "Sir, do you know what your shit feels like?" And he looked at me like to say, "Huh?" Because I said, "I just want to remind you that what you're telling your child is that she's toxic waste. So when she's not behaving in the way that you want her to, you've got to see about the language that you're talking to her." And he was right to say, "Butt out, mind your own business." It's true, but I didn't like the way he was talking to her, because I'm thinking, well, that poor little girl, imagine being called a piece of shit all your life. When you turn 10, how do you think they're going to act? So it's really important that when we're speaking, that we're clear with what we're asking. But in terms of giving instructions, it is really to help manage behaviour on the things that we want to see, hear and feel within our homes. So in reference back to the blog post, I had given you a demonstration of some instruction that my mum would give me. And as children, back in the day, because obviously now we've got remote controls, but back in the day, if you had the privilege of living in a household where there was no TV remote, you will know very well that you as the child was the TV remote, because the parents would say, "Go and change the channel," right? Everyone's sitting in the living room. As a child, what do? You get up, you go and switch the channel. But sometimes they didn't tell you which channel they wanted you to go to. And sometimes if you had the old TV, you've got to be turning till you get to the right one. And then you may hear your parents say, "Stop," because they have now accessed the channel that they wanted. They might not have said, oh, can you go put it on channel 4, channel 5 or whatever. They just said, go and change the channel. So you get up, you go, you change the channel, but you don't know what you're changing it to. So clear instructions is really there as a tool to help you build better communications with your children. So my mum had asked me to go and get her something. And it was really kind of like, Ruth, go and get me the blue thing. My mum very much talked in a thingy basis, like it was things. Yeah. There was no real description. I don't know if any of you can, you know, recognise any of this, or has it happened to you? She's like, oh, can you go and get me that thing? And sometimes I knew where it was because it'd be upstairs or in the bathroom or in the kitchen or in the living room. And sometimes it was just a case of just go and get. And it's like, oh, well, if I'm going, it can't be hit, because I'm having to figure out in my head what it is that I wanted. And the thing is, putting that to one side, at times we end up arguing or shouting or talking really, really bad to our children, all because we ain't clear, right? Go get the thing. So, all right, I'll go upstairs. When I'm looking now, I'm like, there's more than one blue thing here, more than one. And yes, at school, they did say I was a little bit below average. That's what the teacher did tell my parents. Oh, you know, Ruth's a little bit slow and this, that, the other. And it was basically, I talked a lot to my friends in class. So they put me, I was always behind. Either way, I'd go get one thing, come back, like to say, oh, yeah, is it that? No, go back. So you go back. Well, I went back, got upstairs, went to the dressing table, had a look, picked up another blue thing, yeah, because it wasn't clear. What is this blue thing that I'm looking for? What is it? So who do we have here? Elaine, we're good. Hope you're well too. Well, oh yes, definitely. Sharon's in the thread, so feel free to ask her. Absolutely. And who is this? Oh, okay. Take care then, Carol. Nice one. So went up several times looking for this blue thing. 1 time, 2 times, no, go back, go back, go back. Right, you pick up the last thing now. The last blue thing, because you know we've got Nivea cream, we've got handkerchief, we've got lots of things. You know, my mum loves her perfume and Avon, and some of the Avon products are blue. Some of the perfumes are in blue packaging. Anyway, I got it right finally. I got it right. It was a comb. My mum wanted a comb, right? Now, anyone who has heard this saying, children should be seen, not heard, well, I told you I was a little slow, so I used to speak my mind. So I was like, why didn't you ask for a comb in the first place? Luckily, I didn't get conked out with the comb, but it made me think, why did she say that in the first place? Because obviously I'm the one going up and down the stairs, and why I'm highlighting this is because sometimes children get frustrated with us as parents because we're not clear with them. We're not saying really what it is that we want from them clear enough. We say things, but it's pretty much vague. You know, and I do talk about this in my parenting groups because one, we do get the opportunity to spend time together and learn from one another. And that's why I kind of set this up like this, so that you can ask questions and that we can learn together. because I'm still learning. Even as a parent, where I'm at in my parenting journey, I am still learning. What would have been useful or helpful to me would have been a conversation as clear as this. Hey, Ruth. Now, my mum would never say that. She just called me by my name. Ruth, go upstairs into my bedroom, and on my dressing table in the left side is the blue comb. Go and bring that for me, please. Now, after that, the response would be, yes, mummy, because I'm clear about what it is exactly that she is asking me for. Now, sometimes, right, I'm a parent. I haven't always been clear with my children when I'm conversing, not asking them to go, go get things, but in terms of missing out information, like we delete big chunks of information. Look at what my mum was asking me in the first place and what had actually transpired. There was a lot of information missing. One, go where? Upstairs, downstairs, kitchen, what? Because I didn't know what it was. So this is to help us be more specific with our children. And in the blog post, it does have a set of instructions, of which I will read to you from the parenting book. But I'm just going to pop over because I can see comments coming through. So we have Sharon. Oh, thank you, Sharon. So there, the information for the Blossom Tree, which is the author of Sharon Fevre, is the author of that book. Their information's there. Thank you so much, Sharon, because I do think that the parents will get a lot out of this book. And the reason why I'm saying it is because it covers things pertaining to the family, things at home. And what I will do is, Sharon, I'm going to speak to you to have you on here so that you can share a snippet of your book, especially when I'm going to be doing one of the sessions on relationships, the ones that are not working out so well. So we could find a space in your book. And viewers, I do have a spare book. When I went to Sharon's launch, I picked up, I don't know, I think about 5 copies. But I do have a spare one because I gave one to my mum, gave one to my sister. I've got one, and I'm sure I gave one to someone else. But I do have a spare copy because I've always had it in my heart to give it to someone. So I may be giving that book away. So I'd like to do something with you, Sharon, on that, if you are okay with it. Sorry to spring that on you like that, but it just come to me. Hey. So what's this saying? Some things children need. Is that one-step instruction? Yes, absolutely, Sharon. They do. And sometimes we want to give them information all at once. Like, I think if we can say, do this, then this, then this, and leave it there. Don't give them too much. This process, there's 8 steps. I'm going to share the 8 steps with you, what the process is. Let's see who's here. So it's gone. Elaine, thank you. Oh, bless you. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Sharon, for your quick response. I do appreciate that. That would be great, because I think your book has a lot to offer, great tips to help lots and lots of people. So, and I would say especially women, but men can learn from it too. Hey ho. So I'm going to read to you the 8 steps. Now, if you go to the blog post, you will see them written out all nice and clear for you. But step 1 is this. First thing, give step-by-step instructions appropriate to the child's age. So you know the age of your child. When I'm delivering parenting course, this is where the intervention comes to primary school. I work with children who are in secondary school directly doing wellbeing courses, but I go back to primary school age to then help the parents of those children who are then going up through year 3 to 6 and then moving on to high school, just to help them, because I know sometimes they say it gets easier with age, and in some cases that's not the case. And also we do have to be mindful for children who have medical or learning needs, or even in sometimes both. And then we also have children who have profound needs. So, you know, we really have to know our children to know what will work for them and what they're capable of doing. But if you have a functioning child who is able to do, hear, understand, that this will work really well. So the second thing is describe exactly what you want to see and hear. What is it that you want? Give some examples of the things that you could be asking your child. It could be anything. I would like to see you complete your homework. When it's done, please show me. And then once they've done that, you can praise them. These are opportunities to have one conversation with your children, which is really, really good to help boost their self-esteem, especially when it's positive. Imagine having opportunities to praise your child for the things that they followed through on. That is really a nice thing for both. It's better than the argument, that's for sure. Number 3, it says, give your child a reason. Now, I happen to be one of those why childs. Does any of you have a why child? Like, I'm talking from the moment they could speak, it's like, why? You say, oh, go put your toys away. Why? Why? I didn't know half the reasons why I was doing half the things, but I did it. And when I got to that stage of asking why, I was like, why? Why? My daughter, she was doing that. Why? But it made me laugh because I remember being young and doing exactly the same thing, asking why. I'd like to know why I'm being asked to do that. But it helps because sometimes the reason why you're asking them to do their homework is because I would like to see what you have learned. I'd like to know, do you understand the subject matter and can you relay it back to me? Plus, doing homework is literally investing in your own educational future so that you're getting information into your mind. Number 4, check that your child understands. So again, you'd get them to repeat what you've asked them back. So if you're sending your child to go and get 10 different things, they may not remember all 10, but they may remember 3 of the items that are most important to you that you currently want now, maybe. So with that, you just say what it is that you want exactly and give them the message and just check that they understand it. The next one is number 5, step 5. It says show, role play, or practice with your child. So again, this is age dependent. Sometimes you may want to show your children things. Say, for example, washing up the dishes, yeah? When your child gets to that stage where they can learn to do that, you may want to go ahead and do that first. Like if they've got, you know, those little stools you can get and you can put them up on it and they can wash up their little cup or their plate. And I'm saying like this child is like 3 or 4, but I'm talking about big grown kids here, yeah? So they don't need no little stepper. What they need to do is be stepping in front of the sink and washing up their cup, washing up their plate, knives and forks. But you might want to show your child how you like it done. Like some people will say to their young people to tidy up the kitchen and only the plates get washed. Because your version of tidying up the kitchen could possibly be washing up the plates, wiping down the sides, cleaning up the cupboards, cleaning the stove, the cooker, and mopping the floor. But you would have to give the whole instruction as to what you want your child to do, because it is all left to interpretation otherwise. So always check on the understanding. Then number 6, it says, tell your child what he or she did correctly. You know, he's like, well done, you've done this, because sometimes we don't always get it right. Then it says, number 7, repeat all the steps above for what your child did incorrectly. So you're just going over it and say, this wasn't done, etc. And this is how you could go back to number 5 again, do the role play, the practice, the showing. And then number 8, last but not least, it says, remind your child of the steps. So that is the clear instructions, step by step, bit by bit. And like Sharon said, just give it to them in little chunks and things like that. We don't need to always give a big long list of information and then get upset when they don't get it right. If you keep it manageable, sizable, keep it clear as to what you want, what you would like to hear and see, then you should be seeing that behaviour demonstrated within your children. And it also then gives you, the parent, the opportunity to praise them when they get it right. And that's what we want to do, is to praise our children when they get it right. And when they don't get it right, that we can show them, we can highlight, we can role play, we can even demonstrate some ways that we may do it, or look at modelling. Oh, that one does it that way. So those are my few words with you this week. Keep the questions coming in. I only got feedback this week. I didn't get any parent dilemmas, but if you do have a parenting dilemma, a behaviour that your child is displaying that you would like some help, support, or answers with, to come up with the right strategy, technique, or even parenting tools that will help you get through that, get in touch. You can always direct message me here on Facebook, or on, you leave a comment on YouTube and I will respond. So thank you so much. I have come to the end of this vlog or this video live, but thank you once again for participating, for sharing. Please spread the word, spread the love, share, like, and I will be here with you again next week. Have a glorious weekend, and I pray that you're all keeping well in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. And let us just remember at this time that it is a challenging time for some of us in our community, but I just want you to keep your head up, and I want us to vibrate from the place of love so that we can make the right decisions for us, that we can have a better and brighter future. So with that, I wish you a lovely weekend, and just spend time with your loved ones. Make sure you get in touch with your family and your friends. I am looking forward, actually, because I'll be having a catch up with the ladies tonight, and just gonna have a quick celebration with my daughter who's passed. So that's me starting my weekend celebrating, and I hope and wish you all the best. Take care. God bless. Mwah.